Hello and welcome to this live stream hosted by With Locals. In this live stream today, we will be going through France. We'll take you to France with our host Leia, who will take you on a tour through the Uzes market. This market is famous for its local products and its natural wine. And Leia will tell you all about food that they will sell there, and we'll take you to a wine bar there. Some famous products they sell are typical olives, pistou olives, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Also different kinds of honey, regular honey, lavender honey, and also saucisson. But let's give that explanation to our host Leia right now. Leia, how are you doing in France?
Hi, Tim. Thanks for the introduction. Very good of the conversation of French. I'm doing very well. It's super nice around here. The weather has been amazing, not too warm, and we're really enjoying Uzes. It's a beautiful city. It's indeed a small town in the south of France. It's near Provence, but not quite in Provence, although you can really get the vibe. It's a medieval town. You can see a little bit my surrounding. It's mostly made of stones, and it's also a duchy, so that means that it has a duke and a duchess. Actually, duke and duchess still live in the castle currently, so actually we can show you the castle. Let me fix that. Is this better? Can you hear me now? Good. Great. Yes, I was just about to show you the castle of us, where the Duke and the Duchess still live. You can actually visit it, but only some parts of it, since it's still a habitation. So it's really a beautiful town. If anyone ever comes to the south, I can recommend it. Today we will stroll a little bit through the streets and especially the markets. This is the Wednesday market. So as Pim said, it's a local producer market. On Saturdays, there's another market, which is a little bit more touristic. So it has more objects like clothes or local objects. But the Wednesday one is really the local one where all the locals come from Uzes, but also the nearby villages, and just to buy their products and keep their meal for the week. So it's a lovely place. So if you're ready, then we're going to get started on the market, and I'll show you a few products. You go?
Sounds good. Quick reminder for the viewers, if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to put them in the chat and I will relay them over to Leia. So take it away, Leia.
Yes, so as you can see, we are walking through Uzes. We have a few restaurants, a few shops. It's just a classic southern town. Of course, ice cream is part of the deal and some wine bar here, but it's not the one that we will go to later. When we take the corner there, we will see the market. So I'll show you some local products, and I hope that you like it. Maybe you know some of these, maybe you don't. And don't hesitate to ask me, and I'll be really happy to tell you more about them. All right, so this is the market. You can see it's quite busy, very vibrant around here on a market day. As I mentioned, people come from different towns. So let's make our way.
From different towns as well. I mean, is it usually this busy in there then, or is it even more busy because it's now also a difficult situation with the pandemic going on?
Yes, so Uzes is super famous for the market, so it always gets busy on Wednesday and Saturday. Mostly on Saturday because a lot of people who are visiting the region also come. And on Wednesday, it's really everyone coming for the groceries. It was a little bit less busy up until 2 weeks ago, but it's really getting back to its normal state now. But it's always vibrant this time of the week. So I'm going to start here. I'll show you a little bit about the fish part of the market. So here, it's a fishery, so of course they have fresh fish, but they also have some seafoods. Some of the local specialties are mostly shells. You have a lot of shells in the south of France and in France in general. And maybe the main specialty that I can talk about today is the brandade de morue. It's a cod kind of paste, so it's very white, and it's made of codfish that's smashed in with potato. So it's really, really nice, really soft, almost like cream, and you can put it on bread. There's also a different version of the pandade from Nîmes, which is a city nearby. And in that case, it's a lot more potatoes. So it's almost like mashed potato with a little bit of fish, and they use it more as a dish. So it's more for the apéro when you have a glass of wine and something like that on your bread, and a few of the other things that we will see today. And in Nîmes, it's really a dish a bit heavier. But in any case, that's one of the local specialties. So I hope that it sounds appetizing. Another thing that's quite local is the kelim. These very small shells that you usually cook with some oil and garlic and some herbs. It's so delicious. Maybe you know them as a bongole, which because they are also in Italy and they're very famous from there. But we also have them, and they are very delicious. So that's some of the few things that we have. We also have the which are small pie. It's like a closed pie that has seafood inside. So that's also really nice, and that's a little bit further towards Spain. That's a specialty from there. Okay, so we will move on from the fish for now. Do you have any questions about fish specialty?
There are no questions from the chat. There's a few comments though. ONN says hi. Emmy says looks so nice and sunny over there. Razvan mentions hello Leia. I like those narrow streets and the people going about their lives in the background. Such a nice sunny view. Aisagul mentions, oh man, these little cafe-like cafes look so cozy. I can only agree. I mean, it looks really nice over there. And we also have Radu Leorda. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly. Just tuning in. So we have a few people at least commenting and watching you show the market.
Great, that's really lovely to hear. And indeed, it's really, really quaint here. You have all these little cafes and people, not on market day because it's so busy, but on other days, people really know each other. So you see people sitting at the cafe and having their morning espresso, and then someone passes by and says hi and sit down. It's really this atmosphere of local life, which I particularly love. And I think the market is also a good representation of that. All right, let's move on to the next step. I will show you one of my all-time favorite French foods, saucisson. So I will let the cameraman show you. This is saucisson. This is specifically bull saucisson. And I will tell you in a minute why it's special up here. But to tell you, bonjour, merci. Saucisson de taureau, that's the bull saucisson. Saucisson, it's a dry sausage, so it's mostly good for apéro. It's really, really delicious. I love it, and I always miss it when I'm abroad. And you can have it from different animals. So the classic one is from pork. You can also have it from boar, which is a wild pork. You can have it from donkey. You can have it from pretty much anything. Why this is special from here, the bull one, is because in Camargue, which is really nearby, it's the countryside nearby, we have a lot of bull ranches. There's a lot of bull ranches with people having this as a family business from generations. And we also have in the nearby area, so Nîmes, I was talking about earlier, but also Arles, which is a city also nearby. We have some bull shows. So that's corrida, but that's also bull races and some bull games where the person playing with the bull has to catch some decorations from the horns. So it's really an animal that is local. Something that's interesting to know is that in the corrida, we use Spanish bulls because they are a lot bigger and a lot stronger, whereas the local bulls from Camargue are a lot thinner and really, really fast. So it's different animals for different games that they do with the bulls. It's really special of these two cities of the region. I'm personally from a different area of the same department, just a little bit further. And this was not so much in my culture, so it's really very, very local. But yeah, so that's where you can find bull saucisson, which is very delicious and very local. Do we have any question about the bulls or the saucisson?
No questions about the saucissons yet. I do have someone saying, hello Leia, have a nice day. I think you're having a wonderful day over there
I
already.
am.
I have Ayla saying, sorry Leia, maybe I missed it, but what is the most traditional breakfast?
The most traditional breakfast is actually, if you trust old French movies, a coffee and a cigarette. You actually see that around quite a bit. But otherwise, it would be coffee with some orange juice, fresh orange juice, and some bread, baguettes with some fresh butter. We also have excellent butter here and excellent bread, as I'm sure everyone knows. So this is the traditional breakfast, the really French one. I know that everyone knows about croissant, but it's not as common as eating simply bread.
Okay, then I think at least Ayla knows what the traditional breakfast is now.
Yes.
I also have Irina tuning in saying, hi Leia, the market there looks so nice. So I think she also really likes watching it. It's really vibrant over there. There's a lot of people.
Yes.
Do you know if it's mainly like local people there, or I mean, yeah, it might be a little less touristy, of course, now, but it looks really local. All the people there.
Yeah. On the Wednesday, it's really the local people. It's a completely different crowd on Saturday. The market is also a lot bigger, more spread out over the city, and you'll find very different things. Here today, you'll find mostly food, some herbs, of course, but mostly it's going to be food products. Yes. Ah, merci. We are trying goat's cheese, which is very typical also. Excellent. Merci.
Look at the hospitality of the French people over there in the market. Looks really, really nice. One comment to the people who are watching: if you have any questions or really like this, feel free to share or chat in the chat that's next to it. And Leia will answer all your questions if you have any. So feel free.
Great. I hope that I was finished answering the previous remark or question. But now I wanted to show you some honeys. So you can see, it's a bit crowded. So if you look here, you have a lot of honeys. It's also very special. We have a lot of these. And we can find honeys of a lot of different plants. So you have some mixed flowers, where you have from thyme, for example. You have from acacia, you have from chestnut tree, because all of these plants are in the region. But maybe the most typical is the lavender honey. Of course, as I mentioned, we are near Provence, so lavender is really a part of the landscape. So you have these beautiful purple fields that we love as much as the bees do, and one of the great results is the lavender honey. Very good. So if you're in the south, that's also something that I would recommend that you try.
What is the main difference between the flavors of regular honey and the lavender honey?
I'm not really a honey expert myself, but as you can see from the colors, they're really different, all of them. I would say the lavender one is a little bit softer, it's also a more golden robe. And you will have some other ones, like the pine tree honey, which is really going to be a lot darker. And then it's going to be, it's going to be more sweet and also more liquid compared to the lavender one, which is more creamy.
Okay, thank you. I think for me at least, it's good maybe to try it out once.
For sure, that's the only way to know what you think about it. All right. All right. Let's now go a little bit that way. I will show you. Or we can make a small stop here to talk a little bit about vegetables. As you can see, this is a local vegetable stand with a lot of products. Some of the most local vegetables you can find here, you will have the tomatoes, the zucchinis, the eggplants, the paprikas. There's also a local onion, which is called the onion of Vers. Vers is a tiny village nearby, and it's a lot softer than the normal onion and a bit smaller. Also around May, now it's a bit late, we have the gariguette. So that's a little strawberry, which is from the region. Garrigue, it's the name of the landscape that you have here. So it's this countryside, but it's really, really dry. So you have these low bushes. They're really dry and really kind of taking onto the rocks and onto the ground. It's very rocky as well. It's beautiful. It's really a special landscape over here. And from there you have the Garrigues, which is this little strawberry. It's a little bit more sour as well. It's delicious. You can't find it now because it's too late in the season. Where you will find the other products that I mentioned. One very typical dish that I can talk about, which has most of the ingredients I said, is the thon. So the thon is a dish. You would put some zucchini, some tomatoes, some eggplant, some paprika, and you layer it. You put a lot of olive oil, and then you put it in the oven. So it's very simple, very fresh, but because the products are so good, it's an amazing summer dish. So that's very actually typical of how we eat here, which is really just simple, good products. All right.
Okay, and maybe
now
for
I'm
the
gonna.
viewers,
Yes.
you said Tian, right? How do you spell it? Is it Tian?
Yes.
Okay, then maybe people can also look it up if they want, and then make it themselves once. Hopefully, also with fresh products, of course.
Yes, I will not work if you use vegetables that are not so tasty. Now I'm going to talk to you a bit more about cheese. I tried an excellent one earlier, but I will talk to you. So, if you see here, a lot of the cheese are actually goat cheese. Very here we have very much cheese rather than the two most typical ones are the picodon. Oh, in it. I get to try more. No, I go. This is sheep cheese. So it's also a specialty. It's called tam, and you can have it with different animals. But this is sheep. It's really good and really, really soft.
Typical French cheese, of course.
This is also typical, very, very fresh cheese. Et celui-là, il est fait avec la brebis aussi.
C'est de la brebis, c'est excellent avec une salade de tomates, c'est bien meilleur que la mozzarella.
A good alternative to mozzarella for your tomato salad. It's a very, very fresh cheese, and it's also from sheep. It's very popular here, and indeed it goes really well in salads. Two of the very famous ones are also the picodon, so that's goat cheese. This one is a little bit more dry and a little bit more creamy. And then you have the that's the creamy one. And then you have the pelardon, which is a little bit drier. And both are really delicious and very typical from here. So if you want to have a look at all the cheese, merci beaucoup. And
now while we are looking at the
des gens qui regardent, c'est un des guides locaux. Merci beaucoup. Je peux montrer les liens si vous voulez. And you can see that in the Uzes market we are always in good hands with people willing to really tell us more about the local food. And if you ever hesitate with things to get, they will always take the time to let you try and also give you some recommendations.
Yeah, really nice to see all those people being passionate about what they sell, of course.
Yeah,
I have a few comments coming in. Bianca first says, sunny France, I just love the buzz of the markets. Ariana mentions, please Leia, bring me some of the amazing cream lavender honey from before. Dewi and Ayla also want to try the lavender honey because it sounds so good and Ayla wants to really try it. Egle also mentioned that it's really sunny there. I mean, we can all see that it's really like good weather over there. Then we have a question from Icicle. She asks, what are the prices like on this market? Is it more expensive than the supermarkets because it is more natural, or is it about the same?
It will really depend on the products. In general, it would be a little bit cheaper. But of course, you will buy products that are much higher quality, so it can depend. But I would say it's really worth doing your groceries here, and the local people rarely even go to the supermarket anymore just to buy dry products.
Yeah, I think that that answers Icicle's question. And also, Icicle mentions, I would take a little taste of everything if I was there. And I think we all would.
I don't blame you. All right, then we'll take a quick stop by the olive stands. So I don't think I need to tell anyone that the south of France is super famous for all the beautiful olive trees that we have. And from the olive trees, you get delicious olive oil, but also olives. So we'll check out the olives in a second. But about the olive oil, here it's really a beautiful yellow-green robe. It's really tasty. It's nothing like what you can buy in countries in the supermarket. Also, one thing that is really nice is that you can bring your own olives to the mill, and they will make the olive oil for you. So that's also one thing that Brussels like to do. My family, we do that as well. We have our own olive oil.
And does that cost anything more, Leia, or is it like, do they do it for free, or how does that?
No, you have to pay something, but it's very worth it. And then you can see in the back the olives. So we have black olives, we have purple olives, we have green olives. They're really tasty, and they give them some aromatization of different herbs and garlic and these sort of things. The most typical one is the picodon. No, sorry, it's the pistou. Excuse me. The green olives with pistou. So it's small green olives that are made with a sauce of garlic and basil, and of course some olive oil. So that's the typical one.
Sounds really great indeed. I have one question from Marie. She asks, is it common to bargain on French markets?
No. It's not something that we really do, because the prices are pretty fixed. But I think in most cases they are fair, especially if you go on the local market on Wednesday rather than the more touristic one. You can see a little bit the olives from here, and the garlic. Those in French cuisine, we really love garlic, so it's mixed everywhere. And so these are the local olives. Right, we will try to pass. It's getting a bit busy here. Yep. So I'm enjoying the beautiful side, so let's leave them a minute to enjoy it. No questions about the olives or olive oil, I guess?
No questions about the olive oil, indeed. I can imagine that all the viewers watching that still need to have breakfast are getting like really hungry seeing all this local product over there, and maybe even wondering what they can all make with it. So
all right, so now you're going to see on my right some mussels and oysters. That's also typical of nearby. Yeah, I didn't mention that, but the sea is actually only 1 hour away about, so it's really not far. And it's very much into the local culture to enjoy the products of the sea. Let's go through the crowd. Okay, so I can show you here the zucchini flowers. As you can see, we love zucchinis, but we also eat the zucchini flowers. We can eat them either stuffed or as a beignet. So that's in a dough and then fried. It's excellent, really good. And then a little bit further in the back, you have melon. We also have melon in the region, especially from Cavaillon. They're really fruity, really sweet, and really juicy. So something to try as well when you come here. One of my personal favorites, and I think a lot of people's favorites. It goes really well with ham, raw ham.
good tip by Leia.
Sorry?
That's a good tip by Leia.
Yes. All right. Then now we will leave the markets because I have a special surprise for you. Let's find a little bit of a calm. See, you very easily get out of the crowds once you leave the center of the market. That's not the case on Saturdays. On Saturdays, you really have to leave the center of the city to get out of the crowd. Since we can have a look at the beautiful architecture here, you have these arcades which are very typical. They're all around this square. This is, of course, the main square of the city. It has a fountain in the middle, which you can really see on Market Day. And yeah, but it's as I mentioned earlier, it's medieval, and it's a beautiful town. There's also something else that is famous near Uzes, so not in the city, but nearby, but it's perhaps one of the most famous sites of the region. Is Le Pomegranates. Le Pomegranates, it's an aqueduct which dates from the Roman days. And the aqueduct, I don't know if you know that, but it's what was used to carry the water, so from the river to the towns. And this aqueduct, it's still pretty much in a really good state, and people love to go there. It's on the river, so you can go there, you can swim, and you can really enjoy the sights.
Are we going to see that today as well, or is that for a later time?
No, it's a little bit too far, so we will have to see it another time.
That's a good, a short tease then.
Yes, exactly. I'll take you a little bit down this street because it's quite beautiful, and I think it's nice to give you a bit more of the vibe of the city. To tell you more about Uzes, it's around 8,000 to 9,000 inhabitants, so really not that big. It also doesn't have a high school, for example, a general high school. It has a technical one, but not the general one, which is funny when you think that it's quite big in the region. But most people go to Nîmes, which is the big city nearby. So I mentioned earlier the countryside around, which has this very rocky and with this really dry vegetation. So that's typical of here, but you also have a lot of rivers. You have a few waterfalls. Yeah, it's really a beautiful region. You have all the olive trees and this. Let's do a little round of the streets. You can see the architecture. I don't know how well you can see. This is quite typical, this building there. It's made of stones with the blue shutters, so that's also really typical of around here. Also nearby, you have Nîmes on one side, which is the closest bigger city, and then on the other side you have Avignon. So I don't know if you know about Avignon. It's also a medieval city, which where the Pope used to live. So the Pope was in Italy, of course, and then for a while there was a Pope in Italy and a Pope in Avignon. So there's the huge palace of the Pope. So if you come to the region, in addition to Uzes and the market, you really have a lot to see. So I can only recommend that you do that.
Yeah, there's a lot to see in the area you're in now. So it's a really good suggestion for people who want to go to somewhere where they can get local food, but also have a nice view. I mean, I think Uzes is a good suggestion.
Exactly. We were just here a bit over an hour away from here by car. We were in Sète. So Sète is by the sea, so it's really beautiful, port city. And we sat by the water to eat some seafood. And Sète is also the city where the tiel is coming from, the one I was mentioning earlier, the pie with the seafood inside. I'm taking you to my favorite corner of Uzes. I took so many photos of this place because I think it's really beautiful.
Please do.
Yeah, it's actually really changing in a good way around here as well. It used to really be a city. You can see, of course, the lavender, all the lavender products, a little bit on the touristy side as well, but still amazing. You have creams and soaps, and it always smells great. It's also very popular here to have a little bag of lavender and put it in your clothes so that they always smell nice, and you always feel like you're coming outside of a lavender field. Yes, so here it's been really changing over the past few years. It's become a lot more active. It used to really be centered on tourism. Of course, you still had the local market, and now a lot more galleries are opening, and also younger people are coming in and opening some bars, like a beer bar and a wine bar. And this is also the wine bar that we will go to. Is owned by quite young people that come from outside of the region, but that are really, really passionate about wine.
I think a lot of people in France are passionate about wine,
yes,
right?
It's kind of a requirement. So this is my favorite corner because I think it's really beautiful and really photogenic with this pale pink facade and also the top. All right, then let's walk a little bit.
In the meantime, I see ONN, the viewer, is eating breakfast right now. Bread with baguette with different sauce and spreads. I think that also sounds a bit French.
Yes.
And it's also delicious, he or she
then,
mentioned.
Yes, this is definitely the very French way of eating. Maybe now is a good time to talk about the apéro, the culture of the apéro. So some people know the aperitivo, which is the Italian version. The French apéro is really going to be having a glass of wine and some of the food that we saw today. So saucisson is really typical, around that with bread, but also tapenade, which is this paste made of olives, some olives as well, some dry tomatoes, and you will have all of this, maybe some seafoods, and you will have all of this with a glass of wine. You usually start around 6 or 7. It's really how French people also interact with each other. So you meet your friends on the terrace outside or at each other's home, and you have a big spread of food in front of you, and you just talk about life, drink your wine, and enjoy all the small snacks. So that's very typical of the local life, and I have to say it's very enjoyable. I didn't talk about this, but I brought my basket today because when you do the market, this is your best tool. So you come to the market with your basket and you can put everything that you have in there. I also bring usually my own pots, and then I can ask them to fill them up for me, so that I also limit the waste that I use. I don't use so much plastic, etc. So it's really something that you can do here, which is lovely. As you can see, there are quite a few galleries in the area.
It's also nice to see, Leia, that like you were in the market and you mentioned you can get out of the crowds real quickly, but now you're like 5 minutes away from the market and there's like only 5 people that I've seen walking past you. It's really like not crowded right there.
Yeah, it's really, really calm. This is one of the calmest streets because it doesn't have so many shops, but I actually like that you can do that you can be in the crowd, in the atmosphere, also with the terraces and the cafes, and you can also just be in the complete calm.
For each whatever they want, right?
Yes, exactly. And also you can escape to the countryside really, really quickly. So that's another benefit to the Pont du Gard, like I was mentioning, but there's a lot more to see around. You can see this beautiful facade with the door. I don't know from when it is, but I like it because of the faces, as you can see. You find a lot of these hidden gems when you walk in the cities and the villages in the south of France. You always have to look up, because if you look all the way up as well, then there's also some faces around the window. So always keep an eye up, and you'll find all the hidden gems and the mysteries of the cities that you're visiting. Nearby, we also have Montpellier, which is a city that I think is quite famous all around. Montpellier is also a city by the sea, and that's really the student city of the region. So that's the one that has all the students and all the bars and all the young people and the activity. So you can really jump to different cities that are nearby and find different atmospheres. And also all the tiny villages. You actually have some in the villages around. You have some restaurants that do concerts. So it's very lively, even in the tiny villages, which is really special up here as well. So you can't really get it wrong. If you go to a village, most likely it will be beautiful. You have to look for the ones that are less interesting.
Off the beaten track, sort of.
Yes. Some some more galleries. So this is really the street of the galleries, but there are lots all over the city as well. We're taking the quiet road now, heading to my favorite wine bar. You can also see on this facade some kind of gargoyles. Not really gargoyles, they are saints, I believe. Which are also one of the little hidden gems of Uzes. So in the region, actually, in terms of wine, since that's where we're heading, I can tell you about a special wine from here. It's the Gris. So the Gris, it's a type of rosé, but instead of being so sweet and so strong in taste, it's a lot softer on the palate, and it's also the color is less pink. It's a little bit more mild. It's more like an old pink kind of color. It's really, really good. It's a little closer to white wine in some ways. So it's really a local favorite. It's one of my personal favorites. As you know, drinking rosé on a summer day is a really great experience, and this one is even better for that.
I think Ayla can also agree with that, because she mentions it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so maybe she already is in for a wine.
Well, actually here, the official start of the wine hour is 11. So when you walk in the city and you see on all the terraces at 11, you already have people that are drinking wine. That's kind of the startup. If you don't have your watch, you'll know it's 11 because people start ordering wine.
Okay, now I think Ayla knows, so she knows where to go.
Yeah, we're almost there. In 10 minutes, it's officially wine time, and that's a great timing since we are going to a wine bar. But first, let me show you the bells of Uzes. See, this is also a very beautiful, quaint street. This is very quiet now, but when it's lunch and dinner time, you have a lot more terraces, and you can see the tower with the bell. So that's also an ancient building. Very beautiful area with all the flowers. All right, we are heading to the wine bar.
Is it open already, the wine bar? Because it's before 11 then.
Yes, they're opening up now. We are meeting Nathan and Kim. So Nathan and Kim, they are a couple, and they own this wine bar together. And they're really, really nice people. We've been there a few times, and we kind of created a connection with them. It's very common here you just get to know people because you keep going to their shop, and everyone's so friendly. So they're really passionate. That's why I'm very looking forward to taking you there today.
So am I, and so are our viewers. I see that ONN mentions, it's also 8 to 12 right now. And so that's also past wine time in France. And Ikram mentions it's definitely always 5 o'clock somewhere. So yeah, that's. I think we're all excited to go to the wine bar.
Yes. Let's see. Let's head there. Now we are a little bit next to the road. There's one boulevard around this, so the cars are not in the city. They just drive around, which can lead to some pretty spicy traffic, but at least when you're walking in the city, you're not bothered by the noise or the cars.
So you can enjoy the quiet and peacefulness of Uzes as well.
Yes, exactly. You can also see some very typical house up here, with the colorful shadows that I was talking about, and the stones. It's full of small houses in Uzes, and then bigger houses around in the countryside. So there's always a lot to see. This is Les Insolents. He's still setting up inside, but we're gonna go in and find him.
So are there more shops near this wine bar, or is it just the wine bar in a sort of plaza kind of setting here?
No, there are a few restaurants. So they also, most of them also open on the other sides. And yeah, actually all around the boulevards, you have a lot of restaurants and bars, and then also inside. I think that Nathan is still setting up, so we'll give him a minute, and I'll show you the scenic view.
Cool. Can't wait for that. Let's see if we have any comments in the chat. ONN mentions you guys and Uzes are like 1 hour behind me. I think that's indeed correct. Also, for any other viewers, if you have any questions for Leia or for the people who are hosting the wine bar, which will open in about 5 minutes, please feel free to put them in the chat, and we will. I will relay them to Leia so she can answer your questions.
Yes, that is very typical of me to give it early on wine hour. All right, this is what we saw from the other side, the tower that I showed you with the bells. We're circling it because this is a beautiful building. You also see we walked up some stairs, so now we are on kind of an esplanade where you can walk and see life from above a little bit.
In the meantime, Leia, we also have Peggy commenting, I did not expect how much jealousy I am experiencing now.
Yes, life is pretty sweet here. Pretty sweet. It's I love how close we are here to the simple things, you know. All these products that I talked about are local. And yeah, the people that live here know each other. Everything is close and more natural. Yes, so you can see here the cathedral of Uzes. The good side of it. On the 21st of June, so that was not a long time ago, we were here for the music festival. And the music festival, it happens every year on the 21st. It's how we celebrate summer around here. Of course, this year was very different. It was only 3 small concerts and a lot of distanciation. But you can see the tower I was showing you from the other side. It's even more beautiful from here. Yeah, on the 21st of June every year, we normally have concerts all over the streets of each city. It's just outside, it's free, and you can just roam around and then stop where you like the music the most. And you have some professional bands and some local bands, and it's really a beautiful celebration for summer. You can also see a cat here, if you have some cat people.
And about that festival, that dance kind of, well, not dance festival, but a festival where people dance. Was it busy this time of the year because of the pandemic going on, or was it like less people? Like, how many people were there?
So for example, right here on this square, there was a concert. So the tables were really spread out, and then the people were doing the concert in the back, and you had a few people standing here. It was not very crowded. It was mostly the people from Uzes that were there. Normally, you have people from the villages also coming to the near city to really see the bigger celebration. But this year, of course, it was really reduced to a minimum. So there was something here, there was something on the main square, and on the boulevards on the other sides. So that was how it was this year.
So this year it was more of a local concert then.
Yes, it usually is local, but just bigger scale. And this time it was really small scale, but still very nice. People were dancing, you know, to couples that came together were dancing, and other couples were dancing some distance away. French people love to dance. We all, at a young age, learn some basic rock and roll, and every French party ends up with people dancing rock and roll.
That's also a nice new fact that I've learned.
Yes. I think we can slowly head back to Les Insolents and see if Nathan is ready for us. He has a lot of wines, and it's not always the same. And all of the wines are natural. So he will explain to you what that is better than me. So I'll let him do the talking. but they're also excellent, all of them. So that's
Can't wait to
yeah.
see them.
We are cycling around the boulevard now, but we're avoiding the cars by being on this little esplanade I was mentioning. There's one animal that I didn't talk about, which is also local of Camargue. So Camargue is where all the bulls are, the region I was talking about earlier, which is nearby. And it's towards the sea, so from here to the sea. And there's also a lot of horses. So that's a typical animal. They're a little bit smaller, but they're really beautiful. So if you go to Camargue, you can see a lot of wild horses as well as non-wild ones. So if you like animals, this is also a good region for that.
I see we have one animal lover, at least a cat lover in the chat. ONN says, oh, there's cats there. So as you mentioned, if there are any cat lovers, at least we have one.
That's good. That's good. And I'm glad that we showed the cat.
And Roblox Studio mentions hi to you, Leia. Also hi to you, Roblox Studio. If you're just tuning in, Leia is now walking and guiding us through the wine bar that is just opening. I think it opened 1 minute ago, so let's see if we can enter there.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Nathan and Kim, who are the owners of this place. Very nice, very passionate people that know a lot more about wine than I do. I think he's busy checking the wines. He was very excited, Nathan, when I told him that we would come over and do a live from his wine bar. So I'm sure he's going to come in a minute. In the meantime, is there anything else you would like to know about Uzes or the region?
Well, at least we have one comment from Megan coming in. Sounds French. She says, I'm going to Camargue this summer and I've been going every summer since I am a kid. Love it there, definitely recommend.
Yes, it's really beautiful. The nature is also quite unique there. They also make salt. So you have the salt from Camargue. They have these salt, I would say, lakes where they extract the salt, and you have a natural park with the beds that you can also observe. So there's a lot to see. A lot of flamingos, pink flamingos that get super pink because of the small shrimps that they eat. At least so I've heard.
Then I also have a question, because we are now waiting at a wine bar, Leia.
Yes.
But for people that are watching, what is the name of the wine bar? Because then maybe they can also visit it once they visit Uzes once.
Yes, Les Insolents. Les Insolents, it's a French word. I'm going to try and translate it, but it's a bit difficult. We have a lot of difficult to translate words in French. But Les Insolents, it means someone who has a character, but also in a negative way. So that is going to be a bit talking back or something. But it's also a nice word for it. So you can say that your child is insolent if they really talk back to you and not being super polite. But I think in France, we also are very happy with people having a strong personality. So it's not so much of an insult as you could think it is.
That's a nice story behind the name as well.
If you want, I can try and give Nathan a call, see if he's lost in his cave, his wine cellar.
Let's see.
Get back in with you in a sec.
Okay. In the meantime, if there is anyone still wondering something about a wine bar, or really want to know something with Leia, maybe has any ideas for any future live streams, then please let us know in the chat, and we will put the questions on. In the meantime, we will also show you a short video about Uzes, which has a top view of Uzes, and we will launch that right now. welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the view of the Uzes from a drone. We're going back to Leia and Joep right now, who are waiting in front of the wine bar. Leia, how are you doing?
Hi. So I went in the wine bar and I talked to the person that cooks there because there's the food. Unfortunately, not always the owner and the really the one that knows everything about wine is not feeling well today, which is why he's not here. And we're not going to be able to see him, sadly. But yeah, he was really looking forward to telling us about natural wine, which are wines that are one step further from organic wines, so with even less products. So yes, we're today.
Okay, that's a real shame. But yeah, if he's not feeling well, then we can't continue with that. Yeah, but I have to say at least thank you, Leia, because it was really nice that you showed us the market, showed us a few nice sites from Uzes, also gave us a lot of backstory about Uzes as well. So yeah, next time we will. Oh, well, next time we'll we'll have to figure out if Nathan is better one.
Yes, I hope
Thank
that
you,
it
Leia.
gets better, and thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that I made you want to visit us and so thanks a lot. Please visit us, and actually really nice day. Maybe have another apéro later in the other day.
Yes, thank you very much, Leia. And then enjoy your day for today still.
We will. All right, thanks a lot.
Yes, bye-bye, Leia. People for joining. It was really nice, at least for me, it was really nice to watch Leia walk through Uzes, showing us the local products, stuff like that. We also had one tip coming in by Matt. He didn't give a message, but I can imagine that he really liked what he saw from what Leia showed us. If you are interested in more of these live streams, you can go to withlocals.tv where you can check out our full schedule. And later today, you can also see then that we will have a drone live stream where this is a city in Belgium called Doel, where we will have a drone pilot talking about footage that he made with a drone over there. And he will give you an insight on what happened there, show you some nice spots. So that will be later today, and you can check out the full time on withlocals.tv for that. Thank you for joining in, and hopefully see you later today. And enjoy your day for the rest of the time. Goodbye.